What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. And basically, I got a real quick calling you out. It's by Veritasium. They're basically uploading a bunch of bullshit. I'm just gonna call it out. So, here we go. So, I left a comment. Let me go ahead and move it real fast. Oh, actually, oh shit. Let me just do this.
Do it, you're expecting.
Okay. So first off, the question is, what if you keep slowing down? And just to let you know, this is all bullshit because they don't answer the question. They just throw it out there. It would be cool, but we don't know, and we pretend to know when in reality we don't really know, but we pretend to know. And that's kind of what I want to point out. Is they're full of shit, basically. So my first comment, let me go ahead and I forget. So first off, let me say I said two comments. So stop referencing time. It's not real. Like an inch, it's a concept. Okay. So first and foremost, time isn't real. Yesterday didn't happen. Tomorrow isn't a thing. What's it called? 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, an hour ago. They're all concepts. They're not real. It's fake. It's pretend. Okay, enough is enough, and people they're taking advantage of it, and it's making you stupid, and it's making your ego win it's making your ego win when in reality we need your conscious to win and not your ego. So the first comment I said, this is exactly what I was thinking and what I was going to point out, and I am glad you caught it because it means we have the same thinkers, or we have some thinkers involved, and not some captivated by the BS. Because people drink the Kool-Aid, and that's it. They just drink the Kool-Aid. We need people to actively engage and ask questions and not be obedient worshippers, but actually be independent thinkers that are taking along. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my point in interrupting at this point was to mention that this was never addressed. This was left as an open-ended question and an open-ended point. This goes to show you how manipulative these people can be and how focused you need to be when you talk to them. So, if I were you, I would go back and watch the full video, but I'm going to play a little bit. Not much, just a little bit.
This time, increase the probe delay slightly to t plus delta t. This will tell you how the electron density changes a little later. And you can keep increasing this delay each time to get a sequence of snapshots of how that electron density evolves over time.
Isn't there a big assumption here that every time you do it, you're expecting a repeatable result from the molecules?
Absolutely. You need.
So, what you need to understand is the way they explain. Let me. I should just let them explain it.
To give it the properties that we want, we can change the color of the laser. We can change the polarization state. We can change the duration of the pulse. So we sculpt these pulses, then we have them go co-propagating with the X-rays into our target. And so now our first laser pulse will create some non-equilibrium state in the molecule. We'll drive some dynamics, and then our X-ray pulse will probe it.
This attosecond X-ray pulse ejects an electron from the molecule after a time delay t. And by measuring the kinetic energy of that electron, you can study how the electron density of the molecule reacted to the trigger laser. So you get an attosecond snapshot, like a strobe, of how the molecule changed. Then you can get another sample of the same molecule, shoot it with the laser again, but this time increase the probe delay slightly to t plus delta t. This will tell you how the electron density changes a little later.
But the problem is every single time that they do that, it's a new electron. They're not doing the same repeatable task. They don't have a guy pushing a button and then push a button and then push a button and then push a button. No, it's a guy pushes a button and then some other guy pushes the button and then some other guy pushes the button, and they're trying to say that it's okay and that it works. But I'm saying no, you can't do that because how it reacts is different. Like per each one. What if it went slightly left this time, but the next time it would have went slightly right? We would never know that, and so this test is irrelevant. And it's a good, like a pretend answer, but you're not actually answering anything. It's a lie. It's a fake. It's a phone. It's a big fat phony, right? So that's what's pointing out there. Then here,
Together, you get a movie that technically runs at over a quadrillion frames per second.
so that again, it's based off of the fact that they're cheating and lying to you. Because again, as I said before,
Do it, you're expecting a repeatable result
Yes,
from the molecules.
absolutely.
Here.
That electron density evolves over time.
Isn't there a big assumption here that every time you do it, you're expecting a repeatable result
Yes,
from the molecules?
absolutely.
right, you're expecting a repeatable result, but there's no promise of it, and you don't know that. That's what's dangerous, because you don't know what the truth is. And so you're just saying, this is the truth, but in reality, we don't know if that's the truth. And so we went off of on a path that is incorrect, basically. So I'm telling you, is Veritasium is lying to you, and they fucked up, and this is bullshit, and it's wrong, and their methodology is wrong, and the science is wrong, and everything about it is wrong. And this whole thing should just be flat out no. It's because you get an answer, but it's an answer that justifies nothing, basically. And that's the problem. Because again, it's assuming that it's repeatable. But the thing is, it's different every time. We don't know. It's just on average, it seems to go that way. But on average, that's not how it works. That's not skill. That's fake. That's synthetic. That's not nature. Anyways, I want to call Veritasium out. So that's it. Be well. Be happy. Be safe. God bless. Be strong. Be loved. Be healthy. Be happy. Share the love. Share the life. Share the wealth. Don't pull up ladders. Help extend them further down. And help everybody make it. And don't be selfish and don't be a ball hog. Anyways, I'm out. So Godspeed. God bless. Take care. Be loved. Be well. Be happy. Be safe. I need a new headset. Look at this fucking thing. It's fucking pulsating. Anyways, I'm out here. Peace. Yeah.